Hello, people. Gina. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. Let me just click back into the window. There we go. We just started day 4 because we'd only just lucky because working. That's fair enough. Because we just we just cleaned up day 3 to full completion, and a couple of things started to look a bit like it led us down a path that were not fair, especially with Mariana, with the with the whole we didn't want to insult her, but if we wanted to complete it, it felt like we had to, even though we tried not to. Whatever, we'll see where that leads us. Anyway, point is, and then we just had an old bit with Jaya where it seemed like she was torturing us in our sleep, or like we were drowsy or something like that, but we're not sure if that was a dream or not. But she wants us to believe in kinetic powers, but not encourage them. That's her goal in this, seemingly. So anyway, enough of that. We shall bear with me 1 second. Mute the microphone. There we go. It's a bit better. Sorry. Right, okay, we shall continue with day 4.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10. Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't
He
I?
was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
Okay,
I
this is
removed the
weird.
chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I'm not broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Wow, okay. That was a long chunk of catch-up. Oh yeah, it automatically dumped us on her for some reason. And we got a new note as well. It comes to anxiety attack. Hello, Todis. Welcome. Welcome back, even. How are you doing? Hope you've had a good day. Hope you're well. That was a bit weird, because normally they're just like a quick recap of what happened relatively recently, whether it's relevant to what we're doing now. But that was a long cap. Anyway, notes. Why does it keep updating the notes? Nathan says he talked to Jaya a lot, and I should ask her. I mean, many things a metaphor for... Oh, okay. Has this got removed some things? Maybe they're just not relevant for today. Who knew? I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no, I thought about it too much now. I can't sneeze. Ah! Ooh. Right, okay. Nathan says he talked to Jaya a lot. I should ask her. Right, yeah, we did that one. Okay, so we've covered that. What dream was that? Jaya thinks I should tell all the patients I can stop their problems. Perhaps I should avoid her till later. Okay. Right, we got 2 new people. Now, are these both new? Have we not seen them before? Glyn and Scarlet. Why do we know Scarlet? Was she here before? Glyn. We don't know Glyn. Scarlet. Have we met Scarlet before? Why do I know that name? Interesting. Because she's not the woman who was... No, she's not, no. Gee, no, I don't think we have seen her. Weird, interesting. Okay, anyway, okay, we'll start at the top anyway. We'll say hi to Glyn. These are two... When they've got orange dots, it basically means we don't have to complete them to carry on, I believe. So they're essentially optional characters. Interesting. I still want to say hi to them and see what they've got to say, though. That could be cool. Right, okay, anyway. Hello. Oh. In the box.
Sorry, I'm Glyn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
Expect. Why didn't you expect to be here?
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town.
No.
I actually need to do something. Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Okay. It highlighted restroom.
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office. Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
How inconvenient. Get rid of him, but he has to go to the couch sterilize. Yeah. Ask Glyn if Jaya saw him walk in. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Fine, yeah, whatever. Did Jaya see you come in?
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime, she won't be there.
Is it lunchtime?
No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now. Well, Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now. Dr. Dekker was crazy.
Unlike you.
I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. Don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
Okay. See if he knows what before.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. No, that's a generic one. Observe?
But I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. And then I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way, so I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
That's fair, yeah. Still happening. This is sort of
The doors.
one line as we go.
I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
See, what did highlight vanishing? Aren't we just getting him to repeat the same thing over and over again?
My dad died.
Oh, okay.
He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about work, women or whatever. It was an idiom. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died. I needed those words to be important. So here I am.
So all these people seem to suffer from some kind of self-imposed suggestion. It becomes important to them, like he said, and they then don't know how to stop what they've started. Tell me about your dad.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs. That's what killed him. Nobody knew until the end.
Ready?
I never got to say I loved him.
I don't know why we would question this.
Yeah, maybe. He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier. It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
Broke everything? We've got to remember goodbye as well.
No. I hadn't seen him for so long. I just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls. Do you know what he said?
What did he say?
Sorry. Over and over again. Like he really meant it. He did. He really meant it. And when I stopped, when I was exhausted, he smiled at me. Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
Okay. Have I got that wrong?
I didn't get to.
I think I put
I
too
didn't
many
get
E's in
to say
that.
I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
Wait, how would we know? Oh, okay, that comes under everything. Oh yeah, I forgot we haven't even opened this. I've been looking at people. He loved you?
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was. There's no going back, is there, Doctor? When one door closes, it's shut forever.
Right, so there's two things here. We want to help him psychologically. So we want him to move on. So we say, yes, you cannot go back. It's done. But then also, if he is manifesting this power, we want that to shut down as well. We want to say, yes, all doors lead only one way. That's it, they're gone. So that's what I'm aiming for. Yes. There. Oz is no going back.
I'm usually disorientated, but that's a lot of questions.
Is it? Oh god, hang on. What's it got up here? Yes, the door is shut forever. Alright, fine.
No solace, really, is it? Maybe another time.
And that's it. He's done. Okay, so we don't even... Okay, well I guess since he's optional, you know, it's done and dusted. That's it. Nice. Okay. Scarlet. Patient number 2. How are you? Hello.
Scarlet. I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
Okay. Straight on with Dr. Dekker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are.
The subtitles disappear quick.
His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
Okay.
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. That was in the beginning.
Okay.
Fluid, soft, intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked, but they drew you to them. They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
Like Mariana. Oh, there were 3 keywords in that last thing. It was there were creatures. There was something else, creatures, and then in the beginning. I can't remember the other one. That's way too many ends. There we go.
Chaotic, dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally. And it was winning.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase. Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know. I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me.
Right. You can visit dreams? Oh, okay. Damn it, he's going to have to remind me what that other word was.
His dreams were amazing.
Amazing, maybe?
Filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like
Narnia, that was it.
I'm a dream walker.
Sure.
I can visit people and help them in their dreams.
Dreamwalker, okay.
You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
No, we haven't, funnily enough. I mean, it's only been, 4 days now. And we're seeing some of them daily.
I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person, a little, and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Okay. Where is your sister now?
Sounds familiar, but no.
Okay, that's generic then. Fair enough. They want to go along this little straight and narrow path. Fine.
It's something I think in my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself.
Makes sense.
I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand. Before I go, I think of jumping into that person. That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
Who did you try teaching?
I don't know. Lots of people.
She doesn't know lots of people.
Whenever
Okay.
I get close enough to tell somebody about it, the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams.
Makes sense.
That's kind of why I'm here. Relationships.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure as if I would really go to a psychiatrist for relationship advice exactly. I mean, we seem to be dealing with the wild and crazy, not the what do you call it? Like couples counselling or whatever. Relationship. That's not quite right. I nearly had it.
It's difficult to sustain.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about romantic entanglement.
Thank you.
Hard keeping friends too.
Oh, tier 2.
Like I said before,
another
I
2
tell
already.
them
Blimey.
about my ability and they immediately want to try it out. The problem is, I don't normally like what I see.
Azimuth, thank you for the subscription. You really don't have to, but it's much appreciated. Hello, how are you doing? That sound effect over that very dramatic scene was quite funny. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. You catch us with our... I don't know how long you've been here, but if you've just got here, this is the second of 2 Excuse me. Sorry, she's talking about dreaming. Made me sleepy. Anyway, you just woke up. How are you, new person? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Yes, bit achy from a bit of gardening yesterday, but not as bad as I thought it would be. So bonus. Yes. So this is a new day 4, and we started out with 2 optional people. There was a guy called Glyn, who, after the death of his father, felt that he kept walking through doors. Well, not constantly, but he would walk through a door, and sometimes it would lead to a completely different place. So it was teleporting him around different areas. So that was interesting. And this lady is called Scarlet, and she calls herself a dream walker. She is here for relationship help because she can't sustain relationships, because as soon as she tells people she can get into their dreams, it starts to go weird, apparently. That's what we're just finding out now. I think he just didn't understand how doors work. Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. It would be annoying. Yes, yeah, he started out by saying, I wasn't supposed to be here. I just went to the men's room on a date at lunch. So you're like, okay. Well, whilst you're here, let's do some counselling. Why not? Yes, that's it. So we don't really need to do these people, but I think they're going to add more backstory and so on, and just be interesting in general. So she was talking about she doesn't like what she sees. Hang on, sorry, I'm going to have to replay some of this because I can't remember it.
Difficult to sustain them. I'm not just talking about romantic entanglement.
Romantic. Let's get back to where he was. Same door. No, he says he just has to make his own way, basically.
Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out.
Romantic entanglements, try it out.
I don't normally like what I see.
Right, okay. Entanglements? What a word. Yeah, so he would be like, the door was like it wasn't one way, but it was almost like it would only happen randomly anyway. So he'd go through one door, end up somewhere else, and then he'd just have to, go back however he could some other way,
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that.
Dr. Dekker.
Yes, I was. Not near the end, though. Not when his dreams started changing.
We didn't even specify.
Like I said,
out the window, yeah,
my
you could do.
Ability ruins relationships.
Right, okay.
Who told you? Jaya?
No, you just did. I literally just said the words romantic entanglements and you admitted that you had a relationship with Dr. Dekker. We didn't narrow that down at all.
I think people try to show off.
Excuse me, sniffing.
Firstly, they're a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show.
Interesting.
But most people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly.
That's fair, yeah.
Oh look, I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
That's actually not the worst nightmare I could think of, but an interesting example, for sure. Wow, is she super tall, or is that a tiny couch? I don't get it. Nightmares.
When you've experienced
Dreaming back. Ghostbusters, exactly.
dream,
That's a cool dream.
if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that. It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
She's closer, the table has gone. Yes, and actually that does make sense, because when she sat down, her legs aren't like super long, like higher than the rest of the seat. So that makes sense. It's a really weird perspective then when they're both in focus. Most dreamwalkers don't tell people. Well, that would make sense, exactly. I mean... Oh, why is it still kept nightmares there? That's weird. So, you know, there's nothing to say you have to lead with that in a relationship, surely. You know, you get into a relationship, it becomes long-term, then you introduce it, you know. We're talking, you know, it could be like a couple of years down the line. Why not? You not just leave the dream. Well, yeah, that would make... Well, she says she's asleep at the time, so right before she goes to sleep, she thinks about going into their dreams, and then she goes to sleep and she ends up there. So maybe not. Maybe she can't until they wake up, or she does. It's like literally a subconscious like connection, or an unconscious connection even. Anyway, why is this one still highlighted?
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that.
Oh, she asked him out.
So yes,
Jaya?
I was. Not near the end though. Not when his dreams started changing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my ability grew.
Sorry, yeah, she mentioned Jaya. No, it wasn't Jaya.
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker. Sorry, we didn't speak that much. But she was a lot like the other woman. So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
I can see that, to be fair. Do you think if they kill her in the dream, will she really die? I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to address that. I wouldn't have thought so with a dream warrior. It's just a dream. It doesn't have to manifest physically. But it would probably still be really off-putting. Like if someone just suddenly decided to kill you in their dream, and then in real life it's like, hey, how's it going? Oh my god, my memory today. What did she say during nightmares?
Experienced someone's dream.
It's a bit creepy or terrified, yeah.
Been a bit creepy in it or terrified me. It's hard to look someone in the eyes after that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's embarrassing. What should I do?
Oh, yes, you are. Right, okay. She asked a question I completely forgot. Don't tell people about your ability.
I know, right? So if I tell them, what can I do to stop pushing people away?
Wait, what? I said don't tell them. And she was like, I know, but if I tell them. Do you think it misunderstood what I typed? Hang on. What's it up here? Refuse to dreamwalk? Oh, we can... Oh my god, could we have asked Glyn and we didn't? Because as soon as we were done with Glyn, we basically followed a path of clues. As soon as we were done, he disappeared. So... Hang on. What was she doing for?
Valentine's Day was awful. I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch and had to spend the night waiting in A&E. I melted a nail to my finger.
Ow.
It hurt a lot and needed stitches.
Stitches?
It's all fine now, though.
What? Stitches? What? Do they have to cut the nail off? But then nails heal themselves. You don't stitch them. That's weird. I don't know what she did there, but fair enough. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we might as well just tell them... Oh, God. I don't know if she accepted our don't tell them as a don't tell them. But we're at the stage we're at now. What clue have we suddenly got? Scarlet wants to stop pushing people away, just refuse to dreamwalk for them, or be honest about what might happen, or accept they're just dreams. Well, that's fair, yeah. No, wrong one. There we are. Okay, yeah, so maybe we'll just tell them to... Okay, we're at this stage, whatever option it seemed to have picked for us. We'll tell her, just be honest about it. List about the oh god, consequence. No. Consequences? You will know what I mean, right? If I spelled that wrong.
Double honest. Interesting.
No, okay, we didn't
I
choose.
suppose
Whatever.
I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
Okay, right, okay. Why is this still?
I know, right? So, if I tell them,
Has to choose to
what
intrude on
can
a
I
dream,
do
right?
to stop
Maybe just
pushing
stop.
people away?
Well, exactly, yeah. And why is that still highlighted? Oh, okay. So now that we've told her to be honest about it. Oh, okay, now we have to sort of definitively say, look, they're just dreams, they don't mean anything in real life. Or refuse to do it in the first place. Interesting, okay. So with our two-angle approach here, telling her to accept the dreams could actually kind of help her in the long run, because she seems to take a lot of it really personally and very weird. Like, you know, which is understandable if you see, like, subconscious stuff. I mean, people in dreams, they accept some of the weirdest stuff because they're asleep and it all makes sense, but because you wake up and you go, what the fuck was that all about? But of course, she's in, like, essentially almost like a conscious state, seeing it from an external point of view, and, you know, she's sort of essentially taking it to heart, I think, is the problem. If we tell her to refuse, that's a bit like saying, hey, look, you know, you've got this thing you want to do, but don't do it anymore. And I don't think she's going to trust us for that. I think she's going to just sort of go, well, you're no help, because that doesn't solve the problem long term. Because, you know, to be like saying, you know, cut off a limb or something like that, you know. But then also, if we think about it, if it isn't real, if she's only believing this, if we could tell her to accept that they're just dreams, then maybe we could sort of psychoanalyze her in a sense and just sort of say, well, look, these are just your dreams. So they're only dreams anyway. So when you wake up, if you just think of it as a dream, it doesn't really matter. Can she interact in the dream? She said, hang on. I think when she said at the beginning, she said no. I think what she said was that she can appear, but it's still their dream. They control it. So they can see her. And hero, I assume, I don't know. But like, she doesn't have any other kind of control over it. So she's essentially just a passenger. I'm going to go with accept they're just dreams, because I think if we tell her to refuse them, we're trying to avoid the problem rather than confront it, and that's not fixing it, you know. Does she blackmail anyone? She doesn't seem the type, but that wouldn't be surprising. And we do have some interesting connection between her and Dr. Dekker.
It's difficult to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right.
Woohoo!
A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can. But they're probably directed by their subconscious, and who controls that?
Exactly. Okay. We've still got this one.
I know, right? So
what can I do to stop pushing
them,
people?
what can I do to stop pushing people away?
We've just told you, accept them. No, but did she elaborate on how Dr. Dekker dreams change? I'm trying to catch up. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't think she'd actually mentioned that when you got here, so you're probably not that far behind, if anything. I think she took that the wrong way. This whole don't tell people thing, it's just led to a bunch of answers which I feel like we've been kind of railroaded onto, because at first I thought it was a three-way choice, then it was a two-way choice, and now we're just going to have to go with all options. We'll try a different question. How did Dr. Dekker's dreams change? Okay. Wouldn't be shocked if someone came up in my dream. It's just random. Well, that's the thing. Well, I mean, like, the other thing is, whenever I have a dream, it's so sort of... geez, because I don't dream that much. I think probably because I don't sleep so heavily these days, but... like, it's all sort of random crap. I wouldn't recognise... if I did recognise a person in it, I wouldn't recognise them as being an external candidate. They would just be part of the dream, surely. At which point you just ignore them and carry on, because I never have control over it. It's always just a really weird, like, story that seems to play out. If you can even call it that. Half the time it's just, you know, a jumbled mess of things. Alright, fine. Just for completion, we'll tick all these boxes. Refuse to dream more.
So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no.
Okay.
A lot. But I usually cave eventually.
Well, that's kind of on you, though, to be fair. Right, okay. Oh, she's still not green, though. What else can we ask her about? Interesting. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's it done? Why did you do that? Oh, no. The bloody thing. God damn it. Sorry about that. I can't undo that one. It's only 5 seconds, so you should be back by now, but I can't undo the... I did it again. I'm sorry. It's really annoying that you can't tell it to just like ignore small things like a space behind a dot. Do you know what? I think it's probably good advice just to say, look, don't ever put a dot in a sentence. We'll work it out from there. Because commas are okay, they don't matter. But dots, obviously, it tries to think they're links. I think I shall try to live by that now. There we go. That's my advice for living and for everyone else. No full stops in sentences in Twitch chat anymore. We'll just if it doesn't make sense, we'll just have to work it out, or use a comma, whichever. It's really annoying that when it blocks one thing, it deletes all the previous stuff. That's so annoying. Try, but I just type English automatically. I know. Curse you, education. You just leave it up to technology to teach you to undo education from, however many years ago. It's the modern day, man. Nobody uses full stops anymore. Punctuation is rubbish. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, sorry, of course. Clicked out, didn't I? Gonna have to type stop like Telegram. Yeah! Beep, 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 beep. Maybe she's only dreaming that she's in other people's dreams. Okay. That's okay. An interesting idea. Let's just word it exactly like that. Maybe you are dreaming of being in other people's dreams.
Perhaps this session is a dream, Doctor.
I don't want to. Stop.
Don't see anyone else around. Do you?
I see you, and I see me. Surely that's enough. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, so hang on. Should I have just realised? Something that I've only just realised after all the hours we've been in this game. I've got white text on a white floor on the screen. Hang on, maybe hang on. Don't know where to put that then. There is literally nowhere else for it to be. I could probably raise it up slightly just so it's not entirely on the white floor. Let's do that. Just shift it a bit. About there. There we go. Sorry, I've just moved the text box. Let's see how that works in the future. Okay. Have we got another hint, actually? Can she prove that she can dream one? Oh. Okay. Pushes up with Rorschach. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've put it in the middle. If I could get it to work downwards, I'm not even sure if I can remember. The wall is white too. It is, but it's also shadowed slightly, so I thought that might be a bit better. If I could get it to scroll from the top, I can't remember how I would work that out. Actually, do you know what? Bear with me a second. Why not? Problem solving. Because we really don't need to be that low down. We can be up here. So if I lock that in place, then see what the settings say. Okay. Visual settings. Heated chatters. No source. No, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't actually... It doesn't let it scroll backwards as far as I can tell. At least not, you know, as a standard thing. I wouldn't... there's no simple settings to tick that I can tell here. Font size, chatter... No, that's unfortunate. Oh, actually, hang on. I can actually just crank it right up. And then it will scroll off the screen eventually if it ever... Not that we have that many chatting anyway, so it should be alright. There we go. Let's go with that. Okay, you're right at the top on the green now. Let's see what happens. Anyway. Like doors, the chat box can't go backwards. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I can't believe it's been all these hours and I never noticed that floor was so white you can't see anything. I would put you on the sofa, but that would cross over with, like... subtitles and things like that. Is text always white? Now the text could change colour, but I'm not sure how beneficial that would be because, of course, then as soon as it, like, if I turn it to black, as soon as it hits anything else, it could be completely screwed. Oh well, we'll see how it works where it is now. Anyway, right. People don't want to see me fiddling with that, don't worry. I'll look at it another time. Anyway. Oh, right, yeah. I was saying, can she prove she can dreamwalk? Can you prove you can dreamwalk? Oh, that seems to... Yeah, it should be all right there, because most of it times out before it gets to the top of the screen anyway. Like I said, we're not talking like a billion chatters a day, so it should be all right.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're asking me for proof. How can I do that? Get into your head, into your dreams? We don't have any real relationship yet, Doctor. But you are growing on me. Let's not break that just yet.
Interesting. It's a bit random. Oh, but she's green. And she stayed as well, whereas Glyn just disappeared. Whose dreams have you been in? Well, apparently that's not a question anymore, because it's done. Although she did mention about lots of people she tried to teach them, so I guess maybe that would be quite a long list. Right, okay, anyway. So, Jesus, 50 minutes in, we're done with 2 characters, and we got another set to go. Today I do have to finish on time, so it's about... I think I could probably stretch it to about 1:45, so about another hour and a half at most, if I feel like I could go that far. So, whatever stage we're at then, that's where we've got to stop. Oh, she's looking very sinister today. I wonder if it just responds to morning. That'd be funny. Morning.
You're getting closer all the time, but you're still not asking the right question.
Damn it, no it doesn't. Okay. Hello.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
She's evil. It's all her. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely... Oh, she's dusting the top of the sofa. Interesting. Yeah, no, don't use it on your glasses. They'll just go static and fuzzy. I don't know. I'm really not sure if this is she's an actual antagonist or just a really overbearing like sidekick that, you know, the story's trying to confuse us.
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor.
No, I didn't know
He
that.
teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Yes. Video footage? I thought she dusted the furniture, then knocked it off to the floor. I thought she dusted the furniture, then knocked it off onto the floor. Oh, what, the dust? Sorry, right, I see what you mean. She's throwing paper at us. Stop it. She just keeps balling up paper and throwing it at us.
You'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
Yeah, no, she dusted it and then put it onto her glasses instead. That's not how I start changeable at all. Changeable? Did I get spelled that right?
Interesting. But I don't know anything about that.
No, I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Damn it. Changeable?
Psychokinetics.
There we go.
Remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Right. Oh, hang on. Okay. Battle with the insanity, you say?
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle.
That's
The
fair.
patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
Example, interesting. So, frontier psychiatrists? Yeah. In the in the Old West battles of psychiatry, we just we shoot them with mind bullets. Take out that evil. That's hypocritical. That boy needs therapy. Example.
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. The main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
It's a song? Oh, sorry. You lost me on that one. My musical knowledge is very... I won't say it's very limited necessarily, but not reaching far enough for that, obviously. The Doctor has had kinetic powers. Well, we don't know, do we? It's never been fully proved yet, exactly. He's messing around with a lot of people. Essentially, the idea is that he was trying to become a cult leader to maybe attain or control the powers of other people, but we don't know anything for certain yet. All right, Wallace, calm down. Cracking cheese. Right, hang on. What did she just say? The main danger is believing they can control it. Oh, Jesus, I don't want to have to watch that whole thing again. Really pose any danger to therapists. Wait, Toxicology Report? Have we got more clues? And I haven't... Loan agreement. Oh my god, I forgot we had these things about... he wanted to be Magneto. Yeah, maybe. Had these things about Mariana, didn't we? Regional Laboratory Services, Toxicology Report, Dr. Dekker. So he was positive for temazepam and ethanol. Okay. And of course, Elin had access to temazepam. We know that because they keep talking about it. Loan agreement. Here we are. £15,000. Arrangement fee, £1. Interest 0%. Term 36 months. By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and to repay the loan amount in full within the terms stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into an account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing the agreement. It is agreed that the loan shall attract no interest, and in lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed to the payment of the arrangement fee, which is due before transfer of the loan amount, so £1. Okay. The lender also agrees to consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement as long as this event occurs within the term of the agreement. Signed by Mariana. That signature looks screwed as hell. But also, we don't see a last name there, it's just Mariana. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, here we are. Let's get some backstory before we push it too far.
Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
Tipple?
I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
Alright, calm down.
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
Yeah, because Bryce mentioned the bottle. I'm sure he did. Maybe Nathan did? But at least one or two of his patients knew he had a bottle. Oh, we got a new note. What's this? Jay said Dr. Dekker kept a bottle in his desk drawer. Could someone have spiked it? Yes. Yes, they could. You take sleeping pills? Yes, test for fingerprints. Sure, yeah, let's do that.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
Well, why don't you just take it away now? Interesting. Okay, and... oh, Jesus. Do you know, I'm just going to look at these because... Do you take sleeping pills? Oh, the temazepam?
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful.
Oh, good. Forge his signature? Oh, God.
Sorry, I can't answer that.
He was only positive for ethanol. No, he was positive for temazepam as well. Diazepines. Temazepam, positive. So someone drugged his drink, potentially. Did I spell signature wrong? Was that what it was? Is it signature?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to try and forge his signature to make sure that I couldn't.
There's a... Why? Make sure you couldn't?
He just wanted to feel safe, I guess. Once you get a prescription pad, it's your fault if it falls into the wrong hands. I suppose it does sound a bit overcautious, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because then you would just do it wrong, wouldn't you? You wouldn't do it correctly and go, oh, look, I can do that. Okay. Oh yeah, these aren't right. Okay, so they're. Do you know what? It was up here, and it was so much quicker just to click on. Does it? There we go.
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favourite was the grandfather paradox.
Okay, I think I might know this one, but to save myself any embarrassment, I shall wait until she tells us.
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Yeah, but that supposes the idea that you can change history rather than just become part of it. There is also a line of reasoning or thought or whatever that suggests that by going forward, you haven't changed the past. You've essentially turned the past into part of the new future. You've essentially duplicated the past and created a new, essentially a repeat with different outcomes. So you could do it, but you would just be stuck there. Or just an observer. Exactly. I mean, that's when you get things like that. I mean, there's like some sci-fi technology and stuff like that where it's all like, well, you can. It's getting very timey-wimey in it. Yes, yeah. I don't know. You get like X-Men and stuff like that where they wear these, time armbands that mean that they're not part of the real timeline. There's some bollocks like that, made up stuff, made upium, as they say. Okay. So Jai's still orange. We'll go with the oranges for now. We'll green them out later. Let's jump on to Mariana because of the loan agreement. I completely forgot. That's why it was probably forcing us to her in the first place. Hello. See, it makes sense for me to start with the word hello, but every time I say hello, it's like it's not the proper start. It's like they start weird conversation. Divergence theory. Is that what it is? Okay.
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Water.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently.
That's all right.
I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like it's getting worse because I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having...
like I'm having false stops in my sentences. I like the idea that maybe we just interrupted her there. Getting worse, you say? She's drying out. No!
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time. Dizzy. Thirsty. I got a head fog like you wouldn't believe.
Go see your doctor?
My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Dr. Rose?
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency.
Oh, they always start with that.
I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers.
True.
I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor. It's calling me.
Okay. The sea... It's calling you? That's not how you spell calling.
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea.
But can you see the here?
It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is? From here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is.
I can point at random walls too. Go to the beach in the day? Well, yeah, exactly. The sea is in any direction if you walk far enough. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Not that sea. I was pointing at the Adriatic Sea. That's the other way. Oh, she looks so happy this instance. Oh God, what did she say? The Sea of Tranquility. Yeah, just point to the moon. Oh God damn it! What
It
did you say?
sounds crazy,
But I can hear the sea. Yes.
but I can hear the sea. It's like
An alarm going off. Right, Jesus. I've got it to offer hints, you know, on the words, and I can't keep track of the damn words because the sentence goes on so long.
I hear a sound like singing.
Call Elon.
Calling.
Get her on a rocket.
It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it.
What does it say?
That's how I know where the sea is. But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping.
Siren song.
Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
Anyway, about the loan.
He lent me some money to start my business. It was a proper agreement. I remember signing things.
Or thing.
He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
Distraction from what?
Dr. Dekker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me $15,000, all in all.
It's a massive sum of money to start a business when all she does is go to the beach and sell it online. You could do that on eBay for, like, you know, the cost of postage. What was this note down here? Dr. Dekker's loan. I should take a look at the contract. We've seen it. It's fine. How's business now? Yeah. Hang on, did she say? Yeah, it was £15,000 until he died. Void on death?
That's not something.
Okay, no, that was a bit random. I don't know how to word that. How is a business?
I'm sure you've asked me this before. I sell necklaces made from things I found on the beach.
I think I missed a space there. Never mind. Did she repay it? Oh yeah. Repay the loan? No, it just says about the loan. Okay. The sea is calling and about the loan. Okay. Necklaces. Oh my
Why
God.
are you asking me that?
Because I can't type, okay? Necklaces.
Nope.
Your necklace?
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Hang on, what's it got up here for us? Take Temazepam. Talk about the beach lights. Has anyone else followed you? Okay.
I have this.
So she can't work if she's not going to the beach.
I'm at the beach.
Again.
I strip and walk into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
The sea feels warm and comforting.
Well, that's weird.
Not cold and harsh like you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water.
Nummy.
On the ocean floor ahead of me, there's a beautiful creature. A glowing being with wispy limbs.
Glowing a being.
So warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh. Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life.
The abyss.
These are the ones touching me. Gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up. Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Do I have that dream? Why would I have that dream? That's so random. Asking if I have a dream like that, that's fine. Why would I have that dream specifically? Oh, she has some water. That's nice. Describe this glowing creature. I think she's probably all she's done, but whatever.
It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
Do they? It's odd to start, getting so weird about it now. Like, it's just a dream. After she goes through that whole description of this evil, horrendous dream. No. I do not have that dream. Could Scarlet go into her dream, or would she drown? No, I don't think she would drown in the dream anyway.
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time.
Horrificable to full. Beautiful, that's the one. Okay. Oh god, yeah, take temazepam.
Dr. Dekker prescribed me some temazepam once, but I never used them. I probably still have them if you want them back.
Dekker prescribed them?
You reminded me the sleeping pills were called temazepam. I'm not trying to hide anything, Doctor.
Yes. Give them back.
I'll look for them when I get home. I may have given some away at a nightclub.
What? Given some away? Bring them back and check they are correct. Exactly. Give me the drugs.
You can get a buzz, if you know what you're doing.
Not from temazepam. You get a Z. That's about it. Blah. Okay. Okay, so oh yeah, butler. Did Dr. Dekker drink?
Dr. Dekker kept a bottle of whiskey, or maybe gin. I'm not sure. It was in his desk at all times, and when things got a little intense, he'd pour himself a glass. It's obviously an effect I have on people.
Who confuses gin and whiskey? But whatever, okay. So she knew about the drink. Anyone else follow? We've asked about the temazepam. Why is it asking that?
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach.
Yes, apparently quite a lot.
I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
What do you mean, what happens to them?
I said I don't know what happens to them.
Yes.
It's not always to the beach.
And I said it back to you.
Sometimes they follow me home.
We've been over this before.
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
I'm sorry? Rang your doorbell?
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
Oh, so that's taking it that I said I didn't ring the doorbell. Harder to drown them when they follow her home. Yes. Follow me to the bath. That's caps lock. That's not right. Chantry?
Ask me something else.
No, I don't want to. Oh, okay. What did I... Oh my god. What did I want?
No.
Yes. Hang on, where are we? Why would I come to your house? I mean, that's a valid question. Why couldn't I think of that? But whatever.
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed
Good
me,
to know.
like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
No, not yet. We haven't got all the thingies. Hang on, we got a note a second ago. Where is it? There we are. What happens to people who follow Mariana? We are going round in circles with that question. Yeah, what else can...
What's temazepam? Why are you asking?
Right. But we just... oh, never mind. That's obviously something out of order, I guess. We didn't quite tick all the boxes. Okay. Let's... okay, she's not actually going anywhere, so we can still talk to other people. She makes the seafloor out of them. That's it, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. In her dreams, they're actually probably not quite like dreams. That's when she blacks out. Oh, although I guess it could also be like a memory or like a vision of what happens. She goes to the seafloor, drags like these people along with her. They get fed to the evil creature under there. I'm assuming it's evil, and but they don't die instantly, and they just become like part of the seafloor. And then she washes up on sea, not knowing what's happened, and they're all down there, blah blah blah, creeping out, you know. Okay, Bryce, how are you today? Sharp as ever. Hello, Bryce.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm worried.
Okay.
My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with
Yes.
them.
Oh, a new skill. Interesting. Oh, he's got coffee this time as well, or tea. I'm assuming it's her necklace. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a clear depiction of like Cthulhu. But of course, he's not otherwise depicted as a glowing creature that people like to see. But that could easily be like a pursuer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's normally just like an almost indescribable mass of like octopusy tentacles and with wings and all that kind of thing. It could be Dagon, I guess. He's more related to underwater, but then the octopus look is specifically towards Cthulhu, I believe. And yeah, he's not like, you know, nice to look at. Like he's like look at him and go mad kind of thing. Anyway, right, okay, and a new skill.
Last night, I saw him draw something from his jacket. He was approaching me, grinning. I had nowhere to go. So I closed my eyes and imagined. Well, I imagined being back home. And when I opened them again, I'd teleported.
Oh. I thought they were in the sky like Hellboy. It depends which one. I mean, many of them are all tentacly. Hellboy obviously doesn't necessarily follow the exact sort of lore of Cthulhu, but or the Cthulhu mythos or whatever, but there are multitudes of old ones, and they reside in sort of different places. I mean, you've got I can't remember all their names, but you've got one that lives essentially out in space and knows all and sees all. You've got ones from other dimensions. You've got Dagon is out to sea, and then you have Cthulhu, which is like the great old one. I don't know, I can't remember his exact relationship with the others, but for some reason he's seen as bigger or more powerful. Often associated with the sea as well, but I think it's more like he resides in a lost abyss or something like that. Cthulhu's island was under the sea, like God's... Exactly, right, yes, yeah, exactly. Whereas Dagon is smaller and always associated with the sea. I think Cthulhu, right, was just on a separate place, which was always pictured out to sea, because of course a lot of these stories span from the time when, of course, we didn't have, you know, international flights and things like that. So it was all out to sea for weeks or months on end on, you know, boats traveling the world, that kind of thing. So, you know, come across a random island, oh my god, it's, you know, it's unknown and all that kind of crap. Whereas, of course, a lot of it's been charted since, and it's not so mysterious anymore. And some of them are also like Journey to the Center of the Earth. You know, you'll encounter something and there'll be this. I think one of them actually talks about, like, you know, going to the North Pole and there's actually like a crater which doesn't look like it should exist there because there's no snow, and you go down in the crater and it's stuff that leads all the way down into not quite the center of the Earth, but, you know, way back into prehistoric caverns of weirdness. Know nothing about Cthulhu. That's fair enough. I mean, that's crazy that you could spend so much time online and know nothing about it. It seems to get referenced everywhere, but it is one of those things. I mean, I guess I won't say I know a lot, but I probably know more than a passing amount because I have played some of the games. So I guess that's a reason why. If you don't go out of your way and it doesn't make any sense to you, I guess you're not going to pick up a lot of it. Anyway, right, sorry. Back to the game. Anyway, teleport, you say? I know what you're saying, but I cannot pronounce it. Vatagan is the only one I can remember at the end. And Alia Cthulhu. Yeah. Anyway, I know that you have to sound very fishy to say it as well.
I was as surprised as you are.
I was as surprised.
I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was.
Well, why did you imagine it if you didn't
Perhaps
think something was going to
Dr.
happen?
Right. Think of something, and it becomes real, if you believe in it.
Bless you.
But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
True. See, this is what I'm talking about. Bryce, he seems, I mean, you know, going with the idea that it's all true, obviously, he's the most flexible. He's the one he just seems to be highly suggestible, and anything seems to be possible, so long as he wants it enough. Whereas the others are all stuck in one track. They're done, that's why. Military?
My pursuer. He's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me, though, and that allowed me to escape.
That's fair.
He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor? Oh, I think I might know.
How did he know he could do? I think the idea is that he was cornered and felt he had no way out. So he just imagined being somewhere else, and there he was. I think, what they're aiming for. Why is he chasing you? Oh, I'm not in the box. God damn it. Is he chasing you?
No. Sorry.
Okay, what is he after?
Ask me something else.
Okay. Did Dr. Dekker drink? Just come.
I never saw Dr. Dekker touch a drop. Doesn't mean it wasn't
perusing
going
you.
on behind the closed doors, though, does it?
Pursuing, maybe. I don't want him perusing me. Or him. Pursuing you.
No.
You know, helping us here, Bryce. Okay. Stupid predictive text. Do you know anything about sleeping? Right, okay, none of this is connected to the bombshell of teleportation. But sure, how is work?
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore.
Right, yeah. Midnight hour.
I stole a painting. There,
Oh,
I
God.
said it. It was from the local gallery.
Jesus.
I really like it, but I can't afford it.
That doesn't mean you should have it.
So I took it.
I am disappointed. You stole.
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
No, of course not. No. It's not okay to stealo.
I thought you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything.
Yeah, exactly. Take the painting back.
It's a painting of a spider in a large web
Okay.
on the pendulum of a grandfather clock that's stuck at 3:15.
What? Okay. That's a lot of a description. Okay. You seen Jessica?
I saw Jessica across the street this morning. She waved, but I just crumbled.
As you know, it's stuck.
Ever since
Well,
I took
yeah.
those photos, I haven't been able to face her.
It is a painting, I guess.
Do you
Yeah.
think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
Ooh. No. As much as I encourage truth, she is not going to be happy with this. It's not going to help him in any fashion. How about we just dispose of them and move on? No, don't. Depends how much you enjoy being slapped. Exactly. Yeah. Don't tell her about the pictures.
I didn't think I should either. She'd hate me forever. Maybe when she next waves, I'll at least wave back.
Exactly, that's the point. I mean, we probably shouldn't get his hopes up. This is not going anywhere, because if he can't, even wave at someone, there's no chance of spending the rest of your life with them. But at least it's some hope for him to be normal in the future, What do you know about Timazepam? Whole life waving across the room, exactly.
My other doctor had prescribed me sleeping pills before I came to see Dr. Dekker. I think they were called Temazepam.
Yes.
I never took them.
Okay. Oh, and we've oranged out that quite quickly on that one. Not bad. Okay. All right. On to Claire. Let's start with how are you today?
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well. He's caused a problem with the girl.
Ooh.
I need to do something.
Okay. No lake house today.
David hasn't been well. Otherwise, I'd taken you. Shall I bring him to you next time?
Yes. Bring him to me. Bring him to me. He's not doing very well, being dead and all. Exactly. Well, I'm dead, to be fair.
Next time, then. Although it will have to be just you here, and late at night. I can't have anyone else see him.
Why? Jay is not going to care. Anyone else see David? Yeah.
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat. I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
Crazy that. Hunting and skinning the girl across the road. No! What about the girl?
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy. Doctor!
Oh my god!
Sorry.
But I found some of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
I wasn't looking. That legitimately hurt my chest. Fuck you, Jaya. Ooh, okay. Right, okay. Hang on. What was she on about? She's Cthulhu. Referral letters. Okay. Let's look at them. Hackett and Brown. Okay. Dr. Dekker. Refer a client to your clinic for evaluation. Claire Castleford. She's been charged with the murder of her husband. We require your diagnosis as to whether she was of sound mind and had the mens rea required for the crime. Rea. I can't place that. So basically, I'm assuming that's like mental capacity. Mrs. Hackett Brown. Listeners Hackett and Brown. Okay. Right, so that's for Claire. Okay. Hackett apart and hide it. Chart token and bore. CTB. Interesting. Dear Dr. Dekker, we believe that our client, who has only given us her first name, Maria, she only has a first name, is mentally unstable and would like your expert opinion on this matter. We are happy to cover all costs and look forward to receiving your report forthwith. Oh. What's she got to do with them? How is she what do they do? They're solicitors. Why has she got a solicitor? Kat Raunbeck. Raunbeck, maybe? York. For the attention of Dr. Dekker, I'm referring yet another client to you today for further psychiatric evaluation. It is my hope that you concur with my suspicions and are able to find him insane under the guidelines set out within the McNaughton rules. Is he or is that stream really delayed? I thought I clicked on that ages ago. Mens rea is a knowledge of your action you take, so that she knowingly murdered him in sound mind. Right, yeah. I knew that mens was connected to essentially like mental, that was to do with the understanding, but I couldn't get the Rhea bit. I couldn't. So yeah. Basically, anyway, that's the point. Kat Brownback LLB honors. Okay. Wait, who's that one for? A client today for further psychiatric evaluation. Is that Nathan? Is that Nathan or Bryce? There's something strange about these solicitor names. Hackett, Brown, Chart Token and Law, Kat Romanbeck. Okay. Hang on. This solicitor names.
I don't know about that.
Might not be a current client. Oh, true, I guess, yeah. Something weird about the names, but we can't ask her. Oh, yeah, we were talking to Claire. Jesus, what did she just say? I didn't. I can't even remember what she said about the girl.
Our neighbour at the lake house.
David is weird and creepy.
David is weird and creepy.
Oh, that's all as far as she got. Okay. Weird and creepy.
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all.
Yes.
So I gave her the name Anushka.
What?
She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
Anushka? Where did that come from? Oh, okay. Irrelevant, apparently. A cat?
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail. The girl, Anushka, she was crying because her cat had gone missing. And she thinks that David killed it.
They don't get much stranger. Yes, true.
Doctor, I'm worried.
Oh, now you're worried. Only now. I'm guessing Bryce, as it's a crime, and they believe he doesn't know that what he did was wrong. True. Yeah, that's fair. Unless, yeah, because Nathan. But then, yeah. Either way, neither of them have really opened up to us, unless, like Tony says, it's a different client, and that's just there for backstory. So it could be one of the others that's randomly been here that we don't know about. But what's the note now? Anushka, exactly, yeah. But yeah, because neither of them have reported. Well, okay, Bryce has admitted to crimes, but he hasn't admitted that anyone knows he does them. So he isn't. I don't think he would think he's under suspicion of any kind. Whereas, Nathan hasn't admitted to any kind of crime at all. Which, so he could surprise us with, oh yeah, by the way, they think I killed Hannah or whatever, something along those lines. I don't know. Anyway, she's worried about something.
I'm worried that David's not going to stop at cats.
Well, yes.
He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list. I can't stop him.
Okay.
I can't stop him. I can't control him in any way at all.
Kill him.
Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that...
Yeah, it's because he wants things to move forward. He's a zombie, cut his head off. Exactly. I thought he'd... Unless I missed, or I'm forgetting something. I thought he'd only talked about things like he'd been rude to people. He'd burned his own things, which is legal, or some of her things, he'd given it away, stuff like that. He tried tying ropes to his wrists and ankles like a puppet. Exactly, yeah. I didn't think he'd admitted to anything illegal to move it on, but I might be misremembering, so that could be the case. Interesting. Either way, I don't think either of them have admitted to having someone report them for a crime. Like, they haven't come to us saying, like Claire, they haven't come to us saying, I need to get out of this, am I mad or not, Oh god, what did she just say? She can't stop him. Oh my god, sorry, I cannot remember. I was starting to think. That was it. Sorry, that was the last thing she said.
David out of his misery.
You want to kill him again?
I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him again.
Right.
What shall I do, Doctor?
Take him to a hospital.
Should I kill David?
No. No. Don't kill him. Hang on. Right. Actually, hang on. Let's think about this. Right, so let's assume that David is dead and in the ground. We can either tell her, kill him, and he's gone. He's out of her brain. We've encouraged her thought process, so she believes that we believe more of what she's saying. Well, she's got water as well now. But it would help her move on. Or we could say, don't kill him, at which point we're encouraging her to persist with the idea that he's around, which could only end up causing her more stress and strain, mentally, as well as ultimately physically, probably. But then also, if we think about it, but either way, we're seen to be encouraging her thoughts. Take him to a hospital, she would be cleared of his murder if he's still alive, and it would also... Exactly. At worst, she would get attempted murder. Not outright murder. But then imagine that he is a zombie and we tell her not to kill him. Then he hangs around doing nothing. Potentially doing worse. She's got some pictures on her. Okay, interesting. Becoming an issue. Is he a surrogate for her activities, and this could end up going worse? And she'll blame it on David, but it's actually her. Or we tell her to kill him, and he is a zombie, and she ends up killing him, and the zombie is dead. So yay, problem solved. But it only works if he's real. There should be an option for David isn't really there. But then that would make her insane, and we would have to class her as insane. And she would ultimately get out of the murder charge. But you're right, there should also... She's taking a tablet as well, interesting, okay. There should also be an option for take him to the hospital. Hang on, maybe there is, let's try that. Take David to the hospital. Damn it. Okay, no, there isn't. Okay, first of all, pictures?
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay, tablets.
Are you even listening to me? Some of these questions are a bit far off the mark.
Yes, they are. Okay. I reckon we'll probably come round to that at some point. There's going to be the question about Temazepam, I'm sure. Okay. So either way, we end up enforcing her idea of it. But, right, okay, so imagine a third one. Imagine he did survive somehow. She believes he's a zombie. No, because he can't have survived, otherwise, because she's up for his murder. So there's no way he accidentally survived and no one knows about it. How would you kill him? There is that. Chop his head off again, I guess, I don't know. But he sounds quite capable of looking after himself. If he's out hunting, then he's physically, strong and maneuverable enough to defend himself should he need to. So he had an autopsy. Exactly, yeah. So as far as we're concerned, the real world believes that David is dead. So we can't run under the assumption that he's actually alive and we're enforcing her to kill him after he survived, because he didn't. As far as we're concerned, he is dead. What we want... Right, so I think I'm talking myself around here. What we want to do is tell her yes. We want to encourage her to be rid of him, either the zombie or the imagination. We want him gone and out of the way. Okay. Yes. Kill David.
I love him so much.
Do you?
But you're right. It's time. He's becoming a danger to people around him, not just himself.
How? Undo the magic. Well, there is that as well. She brought him back. But she's not as suggestible as, Bryce. I don't think she's as flexible. I think she believes she can do one thing and that's it. Whereas someone like Bryce would probably be like, well, have you tried doing something else and believing it, How would you kill David? Nope, doesn't matter. Okay. Let's come back to Dr. Dekker.
If Dr. Dekker was an alcoholic, he hid it well. I never saw him drink. He certainly never offered me a drink. God knows I could have used one.
I'm sorry. Okay, this is completely irrelevant, and but it's just the shadowing and the way that scarf was placed there. It made it look like she had an enormous chest. It was funny because I was just like, what the fuck? Oh no, that's not what I'm looking at. It was just... I can't remember what she said, but apparently it's not important. There's no stars on it, so it's fine. Okay, what about Temazepam? Temazepam.
I've never used sleeping pills. I'm too afraid of what would happen to me in my sleep.
Exactly. What would happen to me? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what am I missing? Oh, I keep saying pictures, not photos. Okay.
Oh yes, here.
This is what she's like. Photographs, not pictures. Okay. Evidence added.
From a
David
few weeks
Constable.
ago. As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
There's an old style photo as well, seemingly. Where are we? A few weeks ago? At a wedding? That's not the lake house. This isn't where they are. Hang on. Yeah, okay. I don't know if we can elaborate. Where was the photo taken? No, okay. So we can see it, but that's it. Okay. And, what was the, he's smiling. Well, yeah, exactly. She says he doesn't do that anymore, which suggests that when he came back, he did at some point. Oh my god, my brain today is like Swiss cheese. What's going on? Bryce or Iris, that was it.
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I'd talk to Iris again, did you?
Oh, it's an interesting idea, actually, though. Some unknowing psychological help. Tell Bryce Iris denies being locked up in the basement. Oh, okay, that's a good one as well. Hang on. You're right. Where have you talked about? What does... I'll just copy what you said. What does he do with the corpses?
Sorry, I don't know about that.
He does nothing, apparently. Or at least she doesn't know. Maybe he eats them all before she gets back. All she sees is skins. But no, she mentioned about the carcass, didn't she? Oh my god, how do you spell carcass? Carcasses?
I don't know.
That looks wrong. Is it carcass or carcass with a U? Do you know, I used to think I was a pretty good speller until we started this game. And now I just keep second guessing every word I type out.
I don't know what you're talking about, Doctor.
No, neither do I. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's jump back to Bryce for a second. Iris denies being locked up.
How extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her.
Oh, it is A. Thank you very much.
I really wish I'd taken photos now.
Interesting. Well, that's Claire oranged out. What time are we? Okay, we've got about maybe 15-20 minutes left. Okay, let's start on Elin, see how far we get. She might be a quick one, you never know. Hello.
Hilda died last night.
Oh, good.
I was there. Well, I was there as her daughter.
Of course.
It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say.
She died a good death.
Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Who's Amelia?
Amelia's Hilda's doll.
Oh,
She used
okay.
to have about 9 or 10 of them, all glassy-eyed and creepy looking, with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were.
Ew.
In the end, we had to get rid of them. They weren't very hygienic.
That's
But
fair.
we let her keep one, and that was Amelia.
Surely you just put it in storage. Oh. Got a note. What's this? Oh, okay. We asked who Amelia is. Why is it telling us now? It's a bit of a weird one. Okay. dolls or dogs? Eh? Dolls or dogs? They were dolls all around her room. Did you think she said dogs? Just park them up on a shelf on the wall. Okay. Bam.
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I
she said,
get
oh,
a doctor
right.
to sign a prescription if I need any at work.
Yeah, no, she's
Probably the
a
same
doll.
for Jaya.
Jaya?
Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
Excuse me? Place like this?
I just mean, get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but
they're crazy.
some of them have seriously given me the creeps.
Yeah, there's no surprise there. The creeps?
I'm not really helping, am I? Try asking me something else.
Oh, maybe we can ask her about Bryce.
Bryce? I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, okay. He's probably the creepy one, to be fair.
I don't know who Nathan is.
Okay. Claire?
She's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed?
That's her.
Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is cold.
Stone cold.
Actually, I think I sort of know her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something.
Oh, so she does know Claire slightly, but by the sounds of it, only as much as anyone would say if it was reported in a paper. Mariana?
I don't think I know her.
And then there's you, so I don't think there's anyone else to ask about. Hang on. Oh no, it was a note, wasn't it? Sorry, not. Elin said some of the others participants give her critics. Maybe I should ask her about each one. I'm doing that game. You're so far behind. So we've asked her about Jaya. There's herself. Scarlet. Yeah, you're right. Scarlet with the double T. I have to remember that.
I don't really know anything about that.
No, okay. Does she know Glyn?
I don't have anything else to say about that.
You didn't say anything in the first place. It's a nice little jumper they've given her today, though. It looks like it's going to be a bit warmer than the shirt she had before. Okay. Did Dr. Dekker drink?
Yes, I'm happy to talk about either of those things. Where shall we start?
Oh, okay. Drink?
Dr. Dekker drank a bit.
So she wants to...
I didn't say
Interesting.
anything about it, but well, it's not very professional, is it?
No.
I mean, it's not like he was drunk. Must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
Get in there. Oh, what do we go with? Yes, it's stressful. I mean, like, it is, I guess. But we're also just playing a game. It's not that hard, is it? Yes, I'm drunk all the time. No, it's not stressful at all. It's pretty fun, actually, I guess. Not really a doctor. I'm one of the patients. I killed Dr. Dekker and took his place. So there was... Hang on. She wanted to talk about him separately.
I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies.
Oh, okay.
It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum.
Yeah?
He was a good therapist.
Really?
He was a lousy son.
Okay. Not a sin, he was a son. Or a son. He was a son. There we go, thank you.
I was angry at Dr. Dekker.
Angie?
Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over to see her. But Dr. Dekker's mum was dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered.
I'm Jaya's patient, oh my god.
I shifted for her. But in a way, I wish I hadn't. Because it let Dr. Dekker off the hook, you know?
Oh, I see.
I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news.
Oh, and she's orange already. Nice. And we didn't even tell her. Right, do we tell her? Is it stressful? Isn't it stressful? We might as well tell her now while I remember. I don't know what, if anything, can really come of either way, really. I mean, it might guide something behind the scenes in the game, but that's, that's a bit hard to tell. It could just be an answer to her. Is it or isn't it stressful? I get the feeling if we say it isn't stressful, that sounds kind of flippant. Angry enough to kill him? Maybe. Angry enough to kill?
Doctor, I'm not sure I should be answering questions like that.
No, you don't want to incriminate yourself. Killer. She is the angel of death. Let's just go with yes. It's stressful. I think everything can have a certain level of stress in it.
I can tell just by looking at you. This job has really taken its toll on you.
Thanks. That helps. Right, okay. Nathan, what's your deal today? Oh, look, the same clothes again. I was going to type his name there, that doesn't help. Hello.
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients.
Oh, yeah.
Mariana. She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
She'll kill you. She'll kill you.
I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person.
Mm-hmm.
I think the police are barking up the wrong tree.
Thanks, cow. What do you know about it? Hang on, I haven't got the course. There we go.
I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl
yeah.
anyway.
What girl?
I can't tell you anything about that.
Same girl?
Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Right. Okay. God, this is so interesting. Right. So we've got Bryce, who is like Dr. Dekker's A-star patient. He could do anything you wanted him to. Not that he liked Dr. Dekker, but he was so suggestible. Dr. Dekker was just like, my God, you'll do anything I need you to. Then you've got Nathan, who's just like, he didn't like Dr. Dekker either. He was a terrible patient from Dr. Dekker's perspective but he was so switched on that even if he is mad enough that he's making up the whole day repeating thing, he is switched on enough that he knew Dr. Dekker was wrong. He has seen things he couldn't explain, so he pretended to be hypnotized. He is putting two and two together with regards to other people. I feel like he's the real sort of... He's the most sane person here, seemingly. Besides us, of course. Who's dead? The double glazing woman? No, they're talking about dead bodies. Like, I imagine people, like guys disappearing into the sea or washing up on the beach or something like that. But how could they be looking for a redhead if they keep arresting her for exposure on the beach? Surely they've got to put two and two together as well themselves. Hang on, maybe he'll elaborate. Dead bodies?
I don't know. I'm a broken record. I'm definitely a broken something.
Yes, you are. Hang on, what did he say?
Read the papers, Doctor.
The papers, okay.
I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Okay. Papers?
Sorry.
No, okay. Redhead?
Nope.
No, okay. Interesting, that's got a star in it, but I can't elaborate, seemingly. Dr. Dekker again.
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
Oh. That's a direct question. What do we want to do most? I kind of want to know who killed him, but it could be completely unrelated. Curing them surely is the most important deal here. That's what we're going to go with. Cure his patients, because that makes more sense. That's our role here. And even if we're trying to do something else, we don't want to tell him, because he's one of the patients we're trying to cure. So let's go with that.
It's been nice chatting with you. Don't get me wrong, but I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Kill his patients? Cured. Trying to kill him? Trying to kill him?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages.
Where's the prescription pad? Massages?
He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants.
Oh, right.
I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotise me. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble.
Ooh.
I think he was bluffing.
Well, yeah. Because they obviously weren't in trouble. Interesting. Okay. See, again, he's switched on. He knows what's happening sort of behind the scenes, but it's like he doesn't give a fuck anyway. He's just like, well, whatever. He's dead. Let's move on. Did he drink?
Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around.
That's fair.
Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Probably.
How many days
I
ago?
never saw him drink, though.
Never saw him drink. How many days ago?
Haven't got a clue. Sorry.
I do like how smartly ironed his shirt is. It's very nice. Okay. Prescription pad. Not PA. We've already done that one. Maybe we need to ask Jaya about it? Oh, go to Jaya first. Yeah. Prescription pad.
No, sorry.
She's not useful in the slightest. Okay. Date with Mary. Oh, right, yeah. No, it's just asking more about her. Okay. What's it got up here? Have a look at the toxicology report.
Temazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Dekker prescribed me.
Okay, sure.
Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
Oh. Okay. Truck driver, you say? I've got about 10 minutes, by the way.
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself.
Oh.
He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol, too. But he died in his garage.
Interesting. He died the same way... Well, no, it wasn't the same way at all, was it? Because someone drugged him and then stabbed him in the heart. It was Dr. Dekker. I mean, this guy... How did he die in his
I read
garage?
it in the paper. He'd been drinking.
You said you don't read the papers.
Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window.
Right.
Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
What? Why?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter.
What if they don't have one?
His daughter was in the car. Do you know I wrote him a letter?
No.
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him. I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
Oh. Jesus. Do we? Don't we? I mean... Personally, I don't believe people can be held accountable for other people's actions. However, in this case, it's a double whammy. We've got the fact that Nathan pulled out. It wasn't the truck driver that ran into him. Nathan pulled out by mistake, and then the truck driver hit them. So essentially he created an accident that drew someone else into that situation. That's not the truck driver's fault, but he had to live with it. You've then got the fact that he wrote him a letter. He hasn't stated what was in the letter exactly, but he does say that he blamed him for it altogether. So I can only assume he put that in the letter as well. So you've got accidentally hitting someone and killing someone, and then the survivor telling you it's your fault. I don't believe that it's Nathan's fault completely, because the guy did it, but there is a certain amount of instigation there, I think. And also, but then why? It's definitely not Nathan's fault he killed his daughter. Why would he do that? But then we could also just, I don't know, because we could just see it that if we tell him yes, he has to accept his responsibility and move on, may help him in the long run, but then it doesn't change the fact that the guy's already dead. So we could just tell him, no, it's not your fault, it helps him recover, maybe he's already come round a bit by the fact that the guy's dead, and it helps him move on, feeling a bit better. It's an accident, nobody's fault, just it happens. Yeah, exactly. Okay, right. No, it's not your fault.
I don't know anything about that.
Because I can't put a space in, apparently.
Work with me, Doctor. Ask me something I know.
Hang on, no, it wasn't your fault.
Sometimes I wonder where you're going with some...
What do you want here? God's sakes. Oh, he's to blame. That's what he's looking for. God's sakes. No, you're not to blame.
His daughter's picture is in the paper. Molly.
Okay.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye.
Oh.
Like she's watching me.
Like on the left there.
Crazy, right?
We've seen that image before. That girl has appeared previously. Interesting. Interesting. And we're now at orange, but of course we don't end there. Enid says some of the other patients give her the creeps. Maybe I should ask her about each one. Oh. I thought this flashed up with a note. Maybe I'm just seeing the continue instead. Okay. Well, we'll call it there. That's, on the oranges is a good time to stop. Let me just have a quick look if we're going to pass over to anybody. Grunkle's playing a game I don't want to spoil for myself. Avuzel is on, but again, middle of something I don't want to spoil. So if I won't pass over to them just because I'm not going to stop. That seems kind of wrong. Image? Oh, if we could tell him it's his fault, he could kill himself or more people. Exactly, there is that. Sorry, I missed that entirely. I was looking at my phone. Image? Do you mean the one like the girl on the left? Sorry, I don't know exactly what you mean with that one word. Anyway, I gotta go. Anyway, I gotta call it there. But so we'll just we shall cut out to menu. It will save where we are, so that's all good. Yeah, let's cut to this. So if anyone's got any recommendations, we can pass off to them. Otherwise, I'm just gonna... Yes, the girl. Right, I see. Yeah, the girl was on the... You have lag. No, that's fair enough. That's okay. Yeah. Have a good afternoon. It is afternoon now, yes. No, thank you for dropping by, Todius. Much appreciated. Azimuth as well. Ranacor originally for his lurk. I hope he's sleeping well now. Good game. Thank you for the stream. No, it's no problem. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a sort of a bit of a slight weird one today. We're progressing, but it's it's feeling quite by the books. I did rush it a bit today, to be honest, as well. Not so much off my head thinking, trying not to drag it on too long, but it's because we're limited. Anyway, so we'll just call it there, because the only people I would normally go to are they're doing stuff I don't want to see, so I don't want to spoiler it for myself and anyone else. So thank you everybody for dropping by. We shall be back Tuesday is the plan, so back to normal, about noonish, so approximately 2 hours before now. We'll be carrying on with this. We'll get the look, we're up to 83% already, so we're only about maybe I'd say probably maybe like another 2 or 3 streams from the end. Depends how quickly that end part goes. I don't know. So yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for dropping by. And yes, see you soon as well. See you later. Bye.